Hey guys, you're watching because you want to know Lee. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Now, those of you that have been around since the first series of Let's Build a City back on the Xbox 360 at the time, you'll remember that I built a half-constructed skyscraper. It was in the middle of being built, and obviously because it's Minecraft, it never got built. It just was like half done, and there was a crane and a digger and like muck, and it probably still is actually one of my favourite standalone builds that I've ever done, and I don't really know why, because it wasn't that difficult or complex. It just worked. It just looked really good, and hopefully we can do that again on this city. I want to have every city that needs to have something being built, and I had a hair in my mouth, and I think it'd be perfect to try and use what worked on the last one and improve upon it. The first thing that we should really improve upon is the last skyscraper that was half being built was only a square, like how some of these skyscrapers are, but they've all got a little bit of shape to them. You know, even that one, which is the squarest one of them all, still has some recesses in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a two square style skyscraper. I'm going to do it right here, by the way, because I want the cranes. I want the crane to be like hanging over the railway or you know, the monorail, whatever you want to call it, the above ground subway, above ground train, above road trainway. I always say something and you guys always say it's wrong. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, so that'll sort of be hanging over. So around here, the shape that we want something. We want a clean, whitey, silvery block. This mossy stone is pretty much perfect. Some iron will be great for structural. We do have some other really cool iron stuff that we could use as well. Obviously, the mossy stone bricks work really, the cobblestone walls work very well as well. They look like scaffolding style stuff. A little bit of a darker block in there just to enhance some sections. Maybe a few on the lower floors, some wooden floors have already been put in or are starting to be laid down. But then we do have stuff like... Well, this is actually scaffolding, but I'm not a huge fan of that. This stuff, look. See, that cannot be more construction than... or that, you know, it just can't be more construction like it. We've got loads of different colours. Brown would probably be a good one to go for because it's different to all the other colours that I've sort of got here. I think that... Why does it lag when I break them? It looks pretty cool. We could stick with just cobblestone walls if you're doing this on console at home or you don't have the mods. Cobblestone walls will work absolutely fine. The shape, though, that we want is two squares. One square smaller than the other and sort of half inside it. We want to try and use as much space as we possibly can, as we've possibly got here. So we want it to be a fairly sizable skyscraper as well. You can see what room we've got to sort of build it upon inside here. So this is going to be the larger of the two somewhat squares. It's going to be just, you know, more of a rectangle. When it's got four sides, I usually call it a square. I know it's wrong. Why am I lagging? Should I? I shall drop that down to 8 for the minute. That should sort of sort it out for a little bit. What I have been doing around the world is removing the cars slowly. Whenever I come across cars, I'm actually removing them. Not because I don't like them, but because on my computer, we've got so much going on in the world that it seems like the cars are actually causing a little bit of a problem at the moment. I probably need to just upgrade my computer to sort of help out a little bit. But when the world is complete and does become a server, which again is the sort of end game plan for this, obviously I'll have loads of cars because it'll be on a server and it'll be powerful enough to be able to take it. So this is the shape that I want. Square in a square. I still got a little bit of a cough from last episode. Hold on. Whew, am I still a little bit red? I just had like the biggest coughing fit ever, man. I think I might have a bit of a chest infection. I think the cold sort of went away and it's now like a chest infection and it's really, really horrible. Anyway. So we've got this plan in. I actually really like the grey, but I want to have more white in there if possible. What sort of clean white blocks do we have? Snow. Snow is our always go-to clean white block. It's nice to have the grey in at the bottom, and it'll be nice to use this light grey here to enhance some of the white. Then we've got the dark grey if we want some stuff to stand out. But I think on the layers higher up after this now, we probably want to use more snow. Let's put in where the door would be. We'd have a door here and maybe a door on this side, something like that. We want to do some internal walls here. So we want to have just like fake internal walls. I'm only doing them 1 block high for the moment as well. But basically, the lower to the skyscraper we are, the lower down, the more complete you sort of want it to be. And then as you go further and further up, I want it to get less and less complete, just because I think it would be really cool to have. So we'll have something like that. I'll build the walls up in a minute. And we want to start getting some floors down in here as well. So let's grab a wand. And I'm just going to do some sections here. Replace. I've got hiccups now. With 126. And this section. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like that. Like it's being placed down there. Do you know what I mean? Like they're doing it in like little slat sections. You know, they always go in stripes. So it should probably go the other way, since the texture does. But I'm cool with that. So something like that and that. Something like, oops. Like that, that and that. See how it just looks like it's being placed down? It's so cool. We'll get rid of the grass as well. What do we want to have instead of grass? We probably want to have some sort of stone. Maybe I'll use the dark clay for this. So we'll go from here to there. Set 159.9. Yeah, perfect. And from there to there. So it looks like we've got a foundation underneath it that the floor's then being placed upon, like the panels. And then what we want to do is we want to start getting the height of the next floor in. So what we're going to do is I might have the vertical poles this block, but the floor's white. I think that'll look pretty good. So we're just going to sort of go up a little area here like that. Now, how high do we want this to be? If I had it right there, is that a sort of good height? It's pretty good headroom in here. We've sort of got 3 blocks exactly, because I'm already on a half slab. 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it 3.5? 3.5 block headroom. I think that is pretty good. Or I could go up another one. Oh yeah, now that looks better, doesn't it? So this is where the next floor is going to be. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with white first, like this. And then I want a half slab down. Slab of some sort of grey. That one would work, I suppose. It blends in a little bit to that. I might go with the darker ones then. Oops. The darker ones seem to look stronger. I don't know why. It's just like a mental thing, I think. Yeah. So then we've got this white on the outside just to give us something that stands out. But on the inside, we're going to have these slabs so they look a little bit thinner. So when you sort of look over it and you get... Let me build a few rows back here. Imagine the whole thing's complete. When you look through, you see that that bit's like half a block down. You just get that little bit of like shadow, that little bit of depth. I think it looks really cool. And a bonus of it is that we can get a full oak block or oak planks like this. We can replace the entire block with oak planks. And we can do our same building or half-built, half-placed down wooden pattern. And it's still half a block above the floor. So it works really, really well like that. Now we need to work out how high we want this to go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks between each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. I should probably just build this up like to a rough height. And then work off that, shouldn't we? Now, be careful, because at the moment, if you just do what I've done here, we're going to end up with a pretty flat sided skyscraper. Although it's only half built, it's still going to be rather flat. I'm going to go up to there. It's high, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's higher than that one, but shorter than that one. It's sort of the in-between point. But yeah, as you can see, we're all on the same level here. we'll fix that later on. We'll make it so it's a little bit more dimensional. Well, that's so cool, like up in the fog there. Look at that. What is that on the top? Is that a helicopter up there? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oops. You guys get the gist. So you're gonna go all the way up, and on each layer, at least for the first few layers, I'm gonna do this style of flooring. I'll then come back and show you what I'm going to do for the next style of flooring, because as I said, it gets less and less complete the higher up you go. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, so what we got, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories are in. Each level has a different amount, a different collection of wood at the moment. As a floor, the first layer has a little bit of a wall. The walls will go all the way up actually on this floor, and they probably will on the second floor as well, and on the third floor they'll be like half built. Maybe the 4th and 5th floor will just have some outlines of like where the walls need to go. But then this is where it starts getting a little bit interesting. This one hasn't got any wood down, it's just a complete floor. I'm going to place another floor on top of here. Paste. We get another one. So easy. So on this floor, I actually want to do something a little bit different. I actually want only some of this floor completed. And the way that we're going to do this is by probably getting a different type of slab. A black or a more stony, yeah, like this one. It's a little bit darker than that, you see? So it's going to stand out a little bit more. And what we're going to do is I'm going to, for this one, just replace some. So, what is it? 126.4. Set 126.4. Just some of them are going to be replaced, okay? So like that one, this one, and, oop, wrong one, somewhere around here, like that, and like this. Now what this is like the structure in the floor itself, you know, where it hasn't quite, the floor itself hasn't quite been finished yet. We're going to place another roof on top of here. And for this one, we're actually going to remove the internals. Set air. We're going to remove all of this, sorry. And fill it with just those bars instead. So like this one, and that one. And then we're going to go here to there. Oop, undo. I was pretty close to what I wanted. Replace air like that. I think we'll go, I done like every 3 on the floor below. I might do every 2 on this one, to be honest, because I think that might be a better number to do it with. That one, that one, that one, that one. It's so cool because the last skyscraper that I done, I really liked. I really liked the one that I done back on 360, the half done skyscraper build. I did really like it, but it was all the same on every floor. Because obviously building on console was very, very hard. It's actually easier to build on console now than it was back then. You actually move a lot faster than we used to. The speed has definitely changed. But it was all the same on each floor because it was just the easiest thing to do. But look at this. I mean, already it looks like we've got like a bunch of different levels going on inside it. And we've got quite a lot more height to go yet. I really like that. I think what I want to do is I want to put some floor, but a lot less floor in between some of these gaps. So we're going to go, oops, if I stop messing up, like this, like that. So like this floor is actually like just being laid on the first sort of layer. Like that. And I might do some down here as well. Something like that. I love it. I really, really do love it. Let's grab that floor now as a little bit of a template. So we'll grab that one from there to here. I need to go down and stand on the floor below. This is how I've been doing it. Copy down here, if I could spell correctly. And I need to stand on that spot. There we go. We get another floor now. Take that one away. Now, I don't mind going this for a number of floors, to be honest, and just sort of change up where the ground. Oh no, in fact, I might not have any ground on this, any concrete at all. Just the sort of bars that go in between it. Yeah, that might be better. Well, that one, I actually like that a lot better. To there. Oops. So now we've got a blank one full of air. I can do that. And that. And that. This is going to be our sort of base one for a little while. Nothing's going to really change. How close are we up? We're pretty close to the top now. So I think on this next layer, we probably want to have less of the slats completed, or maybe fewer of them. So maybe I could remove every other one. It's so cool. I might even put some of the walls up on the lower levels as well. We're only doing the sort of framework, the basic framework this episode. There's a lot of scaffolding and stuff that I want to do in future episodes. It's like a little miniature project. This will be done over the course of a few episodes. We probably won't do it all in one like long stretch. We'll probably like stay here for a few episodes, go away, and then come back. Or like a couple of episodes, go away, come back for a couple of episodes, like we do with like the airport and things like that. This level I want to take away like pretty much all of them. So I'm going to take this one and this one away. Leave that one. Take this one. And this one away. I know that this skyscraper would be deadly unstable. Like this. But skyscrapers are built somewhat similar to this style. Because they can't just build a floor and then go and take it up to the top. Everything sort of has to be very carefully placed down and sort of slotted in. But yeah, look at that. And it's very blank at the moment. We can already see we've got like wood, then we've got less wood, and we've just got the sort of concrete, and then we get no concrete, we just get the sort of metal work in between, and then we get less metal work as we go up. It's so cool. And I'm about at the height that I'm pretty much happy with. In fact, I think I might just cap this level off now here, and this will be the height of it. I might leave some metal though sticking up at the top, not quite that high, but some at different heights. Like it could potentially end up being taller if it was built, but at the moment they've only got this high with the floors. And this one. You know what I'm really excited about when this is done as well? Seeing what this looks like in Overviewer. Oh, it's got to look cool, right? Oh, it looks so cool. In my head, it looks so cool, at least. So, just sort of bring this down by just a smidge. Like that. And then have sort of different heights on all of these. That can be a little short one. That could be a somewhat shorter one. Yeah, like it's sort of being built, but isn't quite at the full height yet, even. Very, 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 very cool. Okay, we want some more thickness to it, some more depth. At the moment, we've got some slabs that sort of give a little bit of depth here, but I want some more depth on the wall itself. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to use cobblestone walls here. And check this out. Oh, on the lower levels, we're going to have the actual main walls in anyway, aren't we? But it doesn't matter. I'll show you anyway. I'm going to put these in like this. Now, this might not look like it's doing too much, but because the cobblestone walls don't come out as far as a full block, you sort of get this look, this sort of recess. It's a very slight recess in. Another bonus that we can do is, I should show you higher up because these ones are going to have walls across them anyway. So we'll just go up a few more blocks here. This. Okay, let's start on the next one. So on this one, what we can do is we can use these cobblestone walls to come down and almost make like miniature, what are they called? Well, like iron bars, like in real, what are they actually called? Rebar. That's it, rebar. So you sort of get these sort of rebar looking things here. Oh, I threw it away. Wool. You don't need to make them evenly spaced in between. Like, for example, I've got sort of a smaller gap here and a bigger gap over that side. Just like they're halfway through sort of strengthening it all up. I might do that on this floor and a little bit on this floor. The bottom 2 floors, I'm going to have the walls completely done on. So then on this one, we want like a few rebars in. Like that. And on this one, we want a few in as well. See? How cool does that look? You can almost see like windows are going to go in between there. But yeah, these 2 bottom ones are going to have the actual wall done on them. So I might actually go with, what colour do we want? Like what colours do we have? We've got blue, we've got like a light blue, we've got like a grey, and we've got like a skin colour. What would you get? Like a peach colour. So what other colours do we have? Clay. It only needs to be the bottom 2 layers. So it's not like we need to worry too much about the colours standing out too much, because it's only the bottom 2. I'm thinking about going with some sort of darker brown, but maybe with an accent colour. We'll go with darker brown and maybe a light stain brown. I think the light stain brown is what that one is. No, it's just a little bit off. But what we can do is have this. And I don't want that rebar there, because that's going to be where the wall is. It's exactly where the wall is. And along here, this is basically like if we were building the skyscraper complete down on these bottom 2 layers. The windows are going to be in, everything like that. I might leave the windows out. That might be a smart idea, to leave the windows out. Oops. That one, that one, and that one. I'll just focus on the front. I can do the other sides later on in other episodes. Oops. And this one. Definitely want this going over the top. Over the top of the door. There's not going to be nothing else there. I'm going to put that, leave that one out there for a window that would be in. And I might leave all of that open for a window as well. Or maybe put one straight up the middle like that. See, it just looks so cool. It's like that bit is complete, and then up above it, it's sort of not. So let's do again. We want to sort of remove these sections, and put these ones in. Sort of like replacing everything, isn't it? And then, oh yeah, remove these ones as well. You always go around the outside first, because you don't want any windows too close to the edge of the wall. I can have these along the bottom here as well. Oh, yes. Yes. Exactly right. That's the pattern that this skyscraper would have. I actually really like the colour scheme as well. Now, what I might do is something like this on the side. Imagine that I've already done the one down below. We're just working on this one on the second floor. This could be a pretty cool idea to do as well. Have this down here. And along this one. But instead of doing the wall completed, we do a sort of half-finished one. So we have like the 1 2x2 window in like this. And then that one. And then that one. Like it's just sort of nearly being finished being built. That's really cool as well. What a cool looking... I'm stuck. What a cool looking skyscraper. Okay, that's all I've got time for this episode though, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.